Hey there, I'm Jen Witkowski. I'm here with Tim Brill and Jason Kanigan to talk about their new ebook. First question is going to be, describe your project in 10 words or less.
An online and offline toolkit for starting up business.
We're taking the pain out of people starting out online, people who are trying to make their first few dollars on the internet.
If you push the button today, I'm going to start my business, and you had no idea what to do or how to go about getting customers and people talking about what you do, this is the product for you.
What makes your product different than the other products in the market?
I don't really think there's anything like it.
No, actually, we address both the offline and the online element of selling, and I haven't seen any other products that do that.
This product took over a year to make. It wasn't just something we slapped together in a couple of weeks, you know. It was actually the original reason why Tim and I got into internet marketing in the first place. We met up and we realized, wait a minute, there's an opportunity here to explain both face-to-face and over-the-phone selling, and also online sales and marketing. And what if we could put that into a package? And it took a long time to really get all that stuff down.
And to figure out how to integrate the two as well, and not just being a specialist in one or the other.
Well, yeah, what I found when speaking with Jason was that I knew nothing about cold calling. I was afraid to do my sales offline. So it was really great to kind of get his feedback and then kind of, I guess, mix it with my half of the book, which integrates the online part. So I think anybody starting out in business, it's a great mix of the two. I think they'll have a good tool set to start out with.
So you've been able to take even his skills and use it in your own practice every day?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
And vice versa. I mean, I'm good at the marketing. I'm learning about the internet marketing side of things. That's what I've been really getting into. So Tim's half of the book is really important, just how to get noticed online and step-by-step stuff on how to achieve that.
What about your half? What are your top 3 highlights?
Well, traditional, I mean, most people don't even know about consultative selling and that it's even an option, right? They think of the slimy salesperson.
Explain the consultative selling just a little bit.
It's a very cool process.
It's totally different from traditional selling, which kind of revolves around some kind of presentation or demonstration, right?
I give you this and you see my shiny blinky object and you want to buy my shiny blinky object.
And that's sort of the idea. So consultative selling is more about finding out about what's really going on in your prospect's world and finding out whether if what you offer is a fit or not with their situation. And it's okay if it's not. Okay? Most people in selling, particularly who are new to selling, are hyperactively interested in getting that, oh yes, I need that order, get it, you know. And that's terrible. It really hurts you mentally, spiritually, I think. And it's also, it creates a lot of resistance from your prospect who goes, why are you pushing me so hard? Why are you smiling so much? You must be ripping me off, right? Your commission must be huge on this, right? So the consultative selling process is more like being a doctor. You come in and you, okay, hi, how are you? You know, you're calm, right? You're not pushing and you're asking questions. Most people who are prospects, and us too, will lie at the start, right? Just to protect ourselves from getting ripped off or that's basically the big thing.
I'm just looking.
Right.
Of course you go into a store wanting to purchase something, but I'm just looking, don't hassle
so
me.
if somebody comes bounding over to you, how are you today? Can I help you? Whoa. The natural reaction is to kind of draw back from that. So if we come in more with a relaxed attitude of, okay, you know, hey, I'm over here. I have expertise. We can talk if you want. We can figure out if this is right for you. If it's not, that's okay. We'll shake hands. You can go, right? I'm not going to chase you. I'm not interested in chasing you. What consultative selling will allow you to do, I guess, in 3 things, or 3 steps that highlighted is, first, you're not going to waste your time chasing people who just aren't a good fit for what you have to offer. Second, you're going to be able to identify very quickly who is and who isn't somebody that you should be talking to. And thirdly, you're going to find deep, emotionally driven reasons about why they should buy from you. And they're their reasons, not yours. You don't tell them, you should buy this because it's 50 feet long and 20 pounds, right? It's their reason. So you uncover that. And that's nothing we could say as salespeople is more powerful than the reason your prospect would have for buying.
So it's just a process of getting to know your clients better, and it sounds like it creates a lot less problems for you and it makes a better fit for them.
Right, yeah. There's a thing called buyer's remorse where, you know, that this person gets bullied into buying, and then they just kind of surrender and give away their money. And then later that evening or the next morning, the salesperson gets the call, you know, hey, John, I really think I made a mistake here. I want my money back. Well, in consultative selling, if you follow the process properly, that's never going to happen.
So I'm guessing it also creates some kind of brand loyalty there, too, if they see you as almost an expert, like a go-to, as opposed to, hey,
Right.
this is someone who's going to sell me something.
Right. You know, the focus is on being perceived as a trusted advisor, which you are, because you're really out to help people. If somebody's not really a fit with what I have to offer, okay, good luck to you, right? You know, I'm not going to chase you down and say, you need this, it's the greatest thing in the world. There's 1,000 more people out there who are better qualified to be my customer than that person, and I'd rather deal with them. And then, of course, they're going to come back and want more and more and more.
So why write a book? Why take the time to sit down and pound it out?
There's a lot of aspects actually involved with the website I think a lot of people forget about. They just want to make these kind of brochure type websites. But what good is it doing you if you can't capture the data or if you're not making any sales? So what I did was I did all this research. I already knew how to build the websites, but I didn't know how to get the traffic. So I kind of compiled everything together, and I think it'll really help people trying to do business online, trying to get more traffic to their website.
Well, I think you hit it on the head, too. We live in a Google era. If you
Right,
can't Google
right.
it, does it really even exist, no
Right.
matter how beautiful it is?
Right, right. So in the ebook, we've kind of outlined tactics you can use to get Google to love your page and get you on page one and get you noticed.
The reason that I wrote this down, I wanted to get it down, is because I'm on a mission to convert 100,000 people from that perception of being, you know, the slimy car lot salesperson into trusted advisors who are well paid and well rewarded for their expertise. So this was one of the ways to transfer that information effectively. Sometimes we do it by video. Some people don't want to watch videos. They don't have time. Some people want to read. So here it is.
And I just wanted to condense my section down because I was taking these online classes, and I mean, they were good classes, but a lot of them were in video format, which video is great. You don't really have to think too much, but I like to take notes. I like to actually have it in front of me. So just to learn, you know, the steps that I outline in my section of the book, it took me hours and hours of just watching these videos. So I think it's going to be a big time saver for a lot of people.
Why we chose that name, Pain-Free Profits, too. I think we should go into this for a second. For those who've never been to our website and watched our intro video that's been up there for a year talking about this book.
Yeah.
The epic book that will come, and now it is here.
And it really did. Is that we imagined a trip to the dentist. Right? And when you go to the dentist the first time, if nobody tells you what's going on, suddenly there's this guy working in there with all these strange and sharp tools, and there's grinding and scary noises and feelings and pain, and you don't know what the heck's going on. And so your response to that is just to freak out and throw it down if you could and get the hell out of there and never come back. Right? And if we could contrast that with an experience where you came in, sat down, the dentist showed you the chair, they let you raise and lower it, isn't that fun? And then showed you each of the tools. This is what this is what it's for. It wouldn't be as scary, would it? You still might not love it, okay? You might not love making cold calls after reading this material. You might not, but you will be able to do it, right, without freaking out. And so that's where we wanted to get to this pain-free, will pull you out of your comfort zone. But it won't be uncomfortable. That's our aim.
Like I said before, Jason's section really, really helped my business tremendously. I didn't like to call before, but now I don't really have a problem picking up the phone. So I think it's a great asset. I think people get a lot out of it.
You might not even have to do that.
Yeah.
Call out. If you follow what Tim suggests, and if you were to implement all those things, first of all, getting your website out there and getting traffic to it and getting a whole bunch of interest in it, then that's going to make your phone ring, right? Or a bunch of people sending in information through forms and saying, please contact me about it. Much better position to be in. But then when you call them back, what do? You're still in the good position of moral authority. You're not interrupting anybody's day. They want you to call. They've self-identified. They've stuck their hand up and said, hey, I'm interested. Right? But then what do you do to not be perceived as a commodity? Well, my cousin, they could tell you after all this 15 minutes of talking and asking questions and finding out about their world, well, my cousin could do it for, $100, so why should I get you to do it? What do you say?
like we said, the book was a long process. It took about a year to make. We both actually kind of got really busy from implementing these techniques. And as we sat down to finalize the book, I said, wow, you know, this stuff really does work, because, you know, I'm following the steps, and, you know, I was here in the beginning, and now I'm here, and it's a much better place.